So we have here eating and drinking out. So initially we can start off with restaurant. I think a lot of us are familiar with this one, a place of business where meals are served. Moving over to the right, we have a drive-through. Drive-throughs are typically we find them at restaurants, some locations. It's not always common, but a lot of them it's becoming more common. And we can see here it says takeaway restaurant or even a bank. A bank has a drive-through typically where you can use their ATM, their automated teller machine to withdraw money or make deposits. And so the drive-through is designed for customers to use it without leaving their cars, meaning they can be in their cars can be parked stationary, and they can do a transaction, do business, like I said, at a restaurant, pick up food, or at a bank, withdraw money, right? Next, we have a tea room. Tea room, it says a room or shop where tea and other refreshments basically means food or drinks, are served to customers. So I'm here in the United States of America. Tea rooms are not as common from what I see. Interestingly enough, on this list here, they don't have a cigar lounge or a hookah lounge or a cigar bar, which those are more common that I've seen here. Places like lounges or bars where people smoke. But versus tea room, they're not as popular. Maybe it's just my kind of socioeconomic bracket, but I don't really see them as much, but it's interesting they have it here. And of course, moving along, the next one says bar, right? Or a pub or tavern. Basically, you go to the bar, it's where they serve alcoholic beverages. They serve drinks that contain alcohol. And they have next to it, they have a diner. A diner is an inexpensive restaurant. So inexpensive meaning it's kind of a cheaper restaurant, a diner, okay? And then the next one they have canteen. A canteen is a small restaurant where simple foods or snacks are sold, as in a factory or a school. So that's an interesting one. They have canteens. Moving along, they have a cafe. Now, a cafe, it says here, a small restaurant, often with a section extending onto the sidewalk. Okay. Not always true, but that definitely is a good point. Particularly when you see this where it says cafe, coffee is going to be one of their main products that they serve. But as we know with most like kind of coffee shops now, you kind of see they serve, meals on the side or small refreshments, right? But cafe is a restaurant, a food place. Small, it says small restaurant here, but generally speaking, their main product they serve is coffee. Moving along, they have eatery, right? Eatery is an interesting name as well, next to kind of canteen and diner. So an eatery is a restaurant or other commercial establishment serving food. I kind of like that name, eatery, because of course eats in the title. I don't see as many establishments with that name, but we definitely have those for sure in eatery. Next one, we move up, it says in, but it's spelled with two N's instead of one. INN. It says a place where liquor is served. That's interesting because I would think, a pub or a bar or a tavern. Tavern is more so a UK thing, is where liquor is served. An inn, specifically here in the United States, would be a place where you, like a hotel or a motel. A common hotel chain or a motel chain they call is the Holiday Inn, or there's places called Inn and Suites. So it's interesting here on this list they list it as being a place where liquor is served, but from my experience, an inn indicates a business that is where you sleep at. And yeah, there could possibly be a dining option there, a restaurant attached to the establishment. But for me, an inn indicates that it is a place where you sleep, a hotel, motel. But regardless, moving along, next one they have is very common, a pub. Like we said, a pub or a tavern or a bar. These are all places generally where alcohol is served, alcoholic beverages. But pubs, like I was in England, A couple months ago, I'm an American from California, from the United States of America, but I was in England a couple months ago, and that's what they commonly call their establishments that serve alcohol. They call them pubs. Pubs. Where here in the United States, we call them bars, kind of, right? So interesting, difference there. Then moving up, they have bistro, which is another good name, very kind of a catchy name. Just like eatery or canteen, bistro, I do see some establishments. Usually they're more upper class. So it says here, bistro, a small, modest European style restaurant or cafe. Yeah, definitely. We have bistros here, but they are definitely kind of more stylish for sure. And then last one we have here, like I mentioned, with the pub and the bar is the tavern. Now the tavern is more so for sure going to be more of a UK name. You don't really hear that in the United States of America. They don't really say gonna go to the tavern, to purchase a beer or something. It says here, a place where alcoholic drinks are sold to be drunk on the premises, right? But that's the same definition can be said for the pub and the bar as well. Here in the United States of America, when someone says, I'm gonna go to the bar, okay, it's a place where they're gonna buy drinks to consume. Good stuff.